Hi guys, welcome to the Cosmetic Analyst. Today's video is going to be an in-depth ingredient analysis and review for the newly launched Light Fluid SPF 50 sunscreen from the Minimalist. So let's get to the ingredients. So the first ingredient you have is water. No need to explain this. Then you have ethyl hexyl methoxycinnamate. Now this is a synthetic UV filter. If you have very sensitive skin, you might want to be careful with this one because especially if you have, like, when you apply chemical sunscreens, if you have this kind of burning sensation or itching, this is one of the common culprits, so you might want to be a little bit careful with this. Next you have diethylamino hydroxybenzoyl hexyl benzoate. So the trademark name for this is Uvinol A+. It's a synthetic oil soluble UVA filter. Next you have ethoxy diglycol. Now this is a solvent. It's used to dissolve these active UV filters into it. Next you have methylene bis-benzotriazolyl tetramethyl butyl phenol. Now this ingredient, the trademark name is Stenosorb M. It's a synthetic, it's a chemical sunscreen, but it's synthetic, but it can act both as a chemical and physical sunscreen. It's also less irritating compared to other chemical UV filters because of its large molecular size. Then you have propylene glycol dicaprylate or dicaprate. So this is it's a hydrating ingredient and a texture enhancing ingredient, you can say. Next, these two, you have diisopropyl sebacate and diisopropyl adipate. So both of these are moisturizing ingredients, emollients, but they also form a film, like a filmy layer on the skin, and that is one of the reasons that they have been used here. You have C1215 alkyl benzoate. This is a moisturizing agent. Butylene glycol. This is hydrating ingredient. It binds water to the skin. Phenoxyethanol preservative. VP/icosine copolymer, texture enhancing ingredient. Isododecane, again a texture enhancer. Pentylene glycol. This is a hydrating ingredient. Potassium cetyl phosphate. This is an emulsifier. It's used to mix oil and water together. You have acrylates, polytrimethyl siloxymethacrylate copolymer, texture enhancing ingredient. Decyl glucoside, this is a cleansing agent. Trithanolamine. So trithanolamine is a pH adjuster. If you have very sensitive skin, trithanolamine can sometimes irritate the skin. It can be a mild irritant. It is a controversial ingredient. However, not something to worry about, but if you have sensitive skin, you might want to look out for it. Carbomer. Carbomer is a thickening agent. It's used to give the product thickness. You have acrylates /C1030 alkyl acrylate cross polymer and polyacrylate cross polymer 6. These are again texture enhancers. You have ethyl hexyl glycerin, which is a preservative. Trisodium ethyl enediamine disuccinate. So this is a chelating agent. It's basically chelating agents. They bind to the metal ions in a product and keep the formulation stable. You have propylene glycol, which is a hydrating ingredient. You also have cyclopentasiloxane. Cyclopentasiloxane is a very lightweight silicone. It has waterproofing properties. Next, you have dimethicone cross polymer. This is a silicone cross polymer. Again, it's used as a texture enhancer. You have caprylyl methicone. This is a silicone, again used for waterproofing properties. PG12 dimethicone /PPG20 cross polymer. This is another silicone polymer for texture enhancement. You have polymethyl sesquioxane. This is a silicone again. And finally, you have xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is it's actually a naturally derived gum used as a thickener. So that's the formulation. Now I will show you the texture. So this, as you can see, this is how the texture looks like. It's like very light, lotiony, fluid kind of lotion. Does not leave any white cast when you apply it. So there's that. Now After application, you get this kind of filmy, it forms like a light film on the skin. Whether it will irritate your skin or not depends on you. But it doesn't, depending on your weather, it's not tacky. But for some people with oily skin, you might, if you live in a humid weather with very oily skin, it might feel a little bit greasy because of all the silicones used. So all in all, you can give this a try. However, if you can't pay so much, because it retails for almost, I think, 500 rupees now. So if you can't afford to pay so much, you can go for something like, not exactly a dupe, but something a lot cheaper would be the Well sunscreen spray. It's even more liquidy than this, and it's a lot cheaper. I think 90 ml of that will cost you somewhere around 400 rupees, so a lot cheaper than that. So this is definitely something that you can try, but if you can't afford it, you can try the Well sunscreen spray, which is much cheaper and almost just as effective. So I hope this helps, and if you need any other product that you want the ingredients to be analyzed, let me know. And if you like it, like and subscribe.